Hi, I'm Jimmie Madden. Welcome to Hotel California Restaurant and Cantina. I'm the owner, and this is uniquely Las Vegas. The inspiration to Hotel California Restaurant and Cantina was trying to create the resort atmosphere of Baja California, which starts right when you cross the border from Tijuana all the way south to Cabo San Lucas, and just reinvent a little spot for you to get out of the craziness that's going on in Las Vegas right now. What makes Hotel California Restaurant and Cantina unique is a couple of things that nobody else is in the United States. Number one, we are certified the only Baja California cuisine outside of the country of Mexico. The governor sent his representative from Baja California on a grand opening and presented us with a plaque. And what that really does is talks about the real authenticity of the cuisine that we're offering, as well under one roof. In the restaurant I offer, I call it a swim-up bar outside without water, that has a grill, that has all the things you would think it should have. Well, that's the interesting thing. You know, the type of cuisine that Hotel California Restaurant Cantina is Baja California cuisine. I have people coming in saying, "Where's the chips and salsa?" The first thing they ask for. And what we try to tell them is we're not a Mexican restaurant. And so what we try to show them is the real authentic cuisine from the coast, from inland. And I have to tell you, once they understand what we're doing, from having fresh limes on the table to squeeze on every dish, they start to grasp and understand it, and then they're really excited about it because it's a new experience. Well, my wife will tell you the man cave was designed for men, but my wife will also tell you that it's the woman cave who lets men in. Is what's happening is cigar smoking has really been a trend-setting thing, but it really truly is transgender now. I think it's about 1 out of 3 women actually smoke cigars. So what I tried to create here is a little place where you can come in here, just sit back and relax in a completely separate atmosphere, really comfortable lounging chairs. I have a self-service humidor, the first one in Las Vegas, where you can slide your credit card or put cash in and get your cigar. And just sit back, cocktail waiters get a drink, or not. Just sit back, be left alone, a little quiet time with your buddies or by yourself. That's what it's all about. Well, from the authentic, like mole is a dish that a lot of people have a lot of questions about. You know, is it chocolate? Is it cinnamon? Is it spicy? Is it this? Mole sauce is, I think, second to none, which is a traditional dish done in Mexico, heavily influenced with different spices from other countries, along with the authentic style of tacos. Some people don't like it because they're so used to these hard shell with lettuce and tomato and shredded cheese on it. The way we do it is pounded fresh tortillas with fresh grilled meats and grilled onions, and that's it. With fresh lime and a little fresh salsa, that's it. So it's really more of it's a learning process for them. Well, here at Hotel California Restaurant and Cantina, we feature the first in the United States mezcal bar. And mezcal is some people say it's another form of tequila, but the real story behind it is in Mexico, there's 5 states, just like in the United States. And those 5 states are the only states that it can be called tequila. It has to be grown, the agave plant has to be grown in those states to be called tequila. Well, people have been drinking mezcal for years. All they remember is the one with the worm in it. Well, what's happened with mezcal, it's been being made for 70, 80, 90, 100 years in Mexico, and I've brought them in. I have now 11 mezcals on my bar, and they are all from hickory smoked flavors. They're like drinking a good cognac. And so I feature those at a bar because I want to educate people about the mezcals, how they're not taking a shot, salt and lime to get it down. This is sit back, relax, come in the man cave, have a cigar, and sip a little mezcal. That's what we're talking about. Well, what I would say to you is what I try to feature here at Hotel California, Restaurant Cantina in Baja California cuisine versus Mexican food, traditional Mexican food. What people are used to in America in terms of Mexican food is heavy sauces and heavy shredded cheese and baked and smoking hot plates that you can't touch. Every Mexican restaurant you go to, when they put the plate down, they always tell you, don't touch it. Here, I want you to touch the plate because the food is hot. So the difference is the fresh made ingredients being made and combined together to put a dish out, where most traditional Mexican restaurants, the food is pre-made and put into sheet pans and then placed into a plate and finished in an oven. Ours are all put together from scratch ingredients at the time of the order and come out. That's what when you go to Baja, that's what you get. You pull up and you get tacos, man, and they shave it right off the spit, put it on the tortilla, and hand it to you. That's what we do here. Absolutely, that's part of the appeal, I think, of my restaurant being in Summerlin off the strip for tourism and guests is that thing I alluded to about being the first certified Baja California cuisine. When people travel today, they do all this stuff on the computer. Now, I'm a little old, so I'm the over 25 age, so I'm not quite sure how to do it. I get my daughter to do it, but they search out things that are interesting off the strip. I've been here for 35 years. And most people thought that Las Vegas was about 8 blocks long. It was called the Las Vegas Strip. They didn't even know anything existed to the left or to the right. And so now people are coming off the strip and experimenting with some things of local things. But I want to make this clear. I am a local restaurant who provides some local flavor for guests that come from out of state. Yeah, you know, I've come out of retirement, been retired for almost 10 years. And I came out of retirement because I looked at Las Vegas and I said, wow, we're in a lot of trouble. And when you look around, people, no matter what you do, eat, gas stations, grocery stores, nobody's smiling because Las Vegas is in an epidemic place right now. So my goal was to come out of retirement, open this restaurant, and employ 100 employees. I'm doing that. It took me about 500 employees to put this whole place together. And I've also partnered with a lot of vendors here that are local vendors in Las Vegas to try to keep the dollars here in Las Vegas to help our economy. And on top of that, my price points, I've gone to all my vendors and said, I need a better price. So instead of making a bigger profit, I can pass it on to our local people here. That's why I say to you, we're local friendly. Not only myself as a businessman, but the vendors that are helping me put these things on. We're partnering together to make the right time at the right place because Las Vegas is in trouble and I'm trying to be a part of the solution versus sit back and complain and finger point. Yes, my wife and I started a nonprofit about 2 years ago called createachangenow.org is the website. And what we do is we go to the poorest schools in Las Vegas. This is my passion. This is one of the things, what inspires me to run my restaurant, is to go to the poorest schools and introduce fresh gardens. And I mean gardens, 9,000 square foot gardens. We just completed one at Rose Warren Elementary School and see 400 kids actually grow things. And then myself and all of my chef friends, we go to the schools and we teach the kids, now that you've grown the carrots and the corn and the squash, here's what you do with it. So what I do at my restaurant is I have a kids menu that is second to none and all my desserts. And I take 10% of the gross sales on both of those menus and I donate them to Create a Change Now so that I put my money where my mouth is. And I even start every table that comes into my restaurant with a plate of fresh fruit and fresh vegetables. Why? Because I'm saying, hey, listen, I'm not trying to change all your dinner habits. I'm just trying to make a small change. And that's where I came up with the name Create a Change Now. Not tomorrow or yesterday, but now, because all of our diets start next week. We're going to quit smoking next month. So I'm about now, not about yesterday or tomorrow. And so that's what I try to do, is do a little bit of impact right here in my restaurant.